Stay tuned, and thanks to Cosmic Capes, let's give these three a little action figure upgrade. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And if you want to support the channel that little bit more, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are going to do a little action figure upgrade. Now this is a series that I do once in a while where when I get a third party piece I think can upgrade my action figure display and worthy of showing off, then I'm going to do it on camera. So why not share the love with you guys? And that's exactly what I'm doing today. So randomly, I have Selena, Black Panther and Blade here on the table. And what do they all have in common? They all have rock hard black capes. Now I want to give these a little upgrade to sort of punch up the display, make the display a little bit more dynamic, make it a little bit more fun. And thanks to the guys at Cosmic Capes, I'm going to do exactly that. They have sent me out some custom capes and whatnot for each of these characters, and I'm going to show them off right now and tell you exactly where to get them. So first and foremost, go and check out cosmiccapes.com. That's cosmic-capes.com. The website is beautiful and so easy to use. You're going to find exactly what you're looking for, nice and quick. Their Instagram is cosmic_capes. Shout out to both Danny and Mike, who specialize in custom capes, clothing and accessories for your action figures. Think Marvel Legends, Star Wars and plenty more to come in the future, I am sure. If you want your displays to pop, you want your figures to come to life and just spruce up the collection, then this is definitely a way you can make that happen. And I'm going to show off 3 right now in this video. So as I've said already, Selena has got a nice cape there, even got a little gem on it. We've got Black Panther that's going to have a nice articulated cape as well. And I've also got this nice leather jacket for Blade. I'm sure we can use that on the Punisher and wow. So I'm going to show off all 3 of these right now. As we know, Selena's got this really hard candy shell, hard to stand. I'm actually got a nice flight stand on it, well, a foot stand on it right now that I've got from Toying Around. So shout out Kevin at Toying Around. I've got a nice 3D printed foot stand because her candy shell sort of cape is rock hard, takes up a lot of real estate. So now if I get a flight stand, add this Cosmic Capes on there, then I think I'm going to make a difference to the display. So yeah, without further ado, let's do it. Now let's start off with Selena from the San Diego Comic-Con Hellfire Club box set. Now you can do this with the Jean Grey as well, of course, if you want to. Now the cape's decent enough, but as I said, it's pretty hard and it takes up a bit of real estate on the shelf, especially with the flick there. So for me, who have all my figures standing in a line, she's going to knock characters over. So that is where this Cosmic Capes upgrade comes in. So let me move her to the back. And as I said, you can do this with Jean Grey as well, but I prefer the Selena head. So the cape is just all black, nice and simple. And what's really good about this, the quality feels really nice. And there's also bendy wire going all the way around the cape. So not only can you sort of bend it on the side, on the back here as well, you can get some sways and literally get it swaying out if you want to. So let me zoom in and let me show you the little diamond on the front, the little red diamante to sort of represent the little rose that Selena has on the front of her there, the little clasp if you will. So let me pop this head off and get this cape on there. I may as well keep the camera on for this bit. So I've already popped off her head, there you go. So now we can take off this hard candy shell and let's see if we can keep her necklace on there. Yep, we did, well done. So there is the naked neck. So now let's get our Cosmic Cape and let's drape it over the shoulders. And as you can see, there's a peg hole that you can fit through perfectly. Not too big, not too small. It is perfect. Look at that. Fits over perfectly. And what's great about the bendy wire positioning is that look how flush it can sort of sit over the shoulders. And if we now get our Selena head back on, what's good about Selena's hair is going to keep the cape in position. So let me pop this back on. There you go, back on there. And the hair on the front and the back is now sort of keeping the cape draped over the shoulders and the diamante positioned in the middle there as well, which is really nice. So straight away, she looks like she's got the cape draped over her. Let me just zoom out a little bit more. Move the capes out the way, and you can see we haven't now got that big flick like this one does. So the real estate on the shelf is already gonna be improved for me. But if you wanted to have it a little bit more dynamic, this bendy wire allows you to do that. So look at that, the bendy wire on the front here means I can flick that out and sort of recreate that pose. And again, the bendy wire is all the way around. So if I wanted to like sort of flick it up Look at that, it will sit like that as well. Her hair sort of keeps it over the shoulders for me, but I can have the cape now flaring out. Now, I'm not too sure if Selena flies or not, so I don't think that's going to make a difference. But just for flying characters, if you do get a custom cosmic cape, then there you go, look at that. The capes work really well. The bendy wire that goes all the way around really will help it keep it sturdy and in position for posing. But for me, for Selena, I'm just going to keep the cape sort of draped over her, and then using the bendy wire at the back there, I can sort of line that up, fold that over, and yeah, now she can look all majestic with her cape, with her whip cracking. But if I wanted to get her a little bit freaky and get her with the sort of cape flaring up or in a dynamic pose, then that's possible as well. So yeah, you can go for it. As I said, there's better poses out there than me, but this is definitely going to spruce up the display and the posing and the ACBA. And yeah, very happy with this. Quality is great. The stitching is beautiful as well. Let me zoom in. I don't know how well you'll be able to see the stitching on the camera, but if I can try and focus. But yeah, it's really clean, like really clean. Like it's the bendy wires in there, and it's so snugly in there. It's not like loose and it's not flopping around. It's so tight and it just works. Like, look at that, over the shoulder. Let's get her arm back down, over the shoulder again. And now look at that. She got her cape draped over her. She looks great. Very happy with this. So yeah, 1 for 1 so far, cosmic capes. Beautiful. Next up, let's go with this Black Panther. And to be fair to Hasbro, this cape is pretty decent. It's not too hard. It's pretty soft, and I like the sort of sculpted sort of skull and collar piece. However, you're never going to be able to pose it any differently to this. That, again, is where cosmic capes come in. So let me bring in this one. So similar to the Selena cape, it's nice and black, nice quality, but instead of the rhinestone here at the top, you've got the actual collar that mimics the collar of the Black Panther. So this should work out very nicely. So I'm going to swap these right now. And here we have our cosmic cape. Now, what I didn't even notice about this is that the actual collar piece up here also has some bendy wire in, so you can sort of pose that. You can either flare it out a little bit or get it more tucked in if you wanted to. So there is some posability here at the collar, which is a very nice touch. And I've got my Black Panther with his hands behind his back there like that, but you can see how nice and flush the actual cape will sit over the shoulder, creating that nice silhouette. And again, that's his hands behind his back, but as soon as you get him out and you want to get him in a pose or anything like that, you'll be able to do that no problem at all. So there you go, there's Black Panther going to pounce, and his cape will still sit nicely. And yeah, that works out really nice. So let me just zoom out a little bit and show you. I've obviously bent the back, but again, nice bendy wire all the way along the trim. Really nice clean stitching again. Yeah, this is just really nice. So obviously Black Panther doesn't fly, but you're going to want to get him in fight poses or whatnot, so you can get that flicking up at night, maybe get his arm flaring it out, scratching someone, whatever you want to do. ACBA, again, I'm not the guy for posing, but still, if you want to pose, then these capes are so much fun. And again, they just bring a bit of life to the display. So yeah, so far 2 for 2, Selena and this Black Panther cape. And again, you don't have to just use this on Black Panther. Any Marvel Legends you want with a black cloak with a bit of a collar, you can make that happen. But I really like the added touch of adding the bendy wire in the collar. So yeah, bravo. Moving on to the main event, I've got 2 characters in front of me, both Blade and Punisher. Now, my mind's eye of these characters have long leather jackets, but unfortunately, neither of these figures actually came with a leather jacket of any kind. The one that I've got Blade wearing now is actually the old school Punisher Epic Heroes and even the old school Nick Fury jacket, which is essentially this hard plastic sleeveless leather jacket. Now, this worked for a time and it was nice for a time, but now as Legends slowly improve, it is very limited. So that is a bit outdated. We need an upgrade, and that is where Cosmic Capes come in, as they have this beautiful leather jacket for our Marvel Legends. Now, this is fully articulated, just like the capes down the side and around the back here, and it even on the collar, I think, yep, the collar's even got it in, just like the Black Panther cape did as well. So this should be a very nice substitution for this hard candy shell Marvel Legends jacket. So we shall see. I definitely want to try it on Blade, but I'm also going to show it off in Punisher. So I'm going to go off camera, take that jacket off Blade, and see how this brand new one looks. Pow, so there you go. Look at the difference that makes. Definitely more my mind's eye version of Blade. It looks like a mini Mezco at this point, let's be honest. Now this Marvel Legends Blade figure is due for an upgrade anyway, but something like this definitely makes a difference to the display. Now I've always said that Mezcos, I appreciate them from a distance. One, they're very expensive, but two, they just don't really fit into the aesthetic of my Marvel Legends display. But if I can make cloth goods look this good on Marvel Legends, then I will definitely sneak them in where I can. Now what's great about this, as I've already mentioned, is the bendy wire all the way around, so you'll be able to get some great poses, action dynamic poses with the flared up jacket or whatnot while he's fighting his zombies, and yeah, definitely gonna make a difference. So let me zoom in and I'll just show you how good this quality actually is for the leather jacket. Genuinely looks like a mini leather jacket shrunk down to Marvel Legends size. Now as I said, this Blade figure is due for an upgrade anyway, so I do think the jacket on this Blade will sit a little bit big. I do think this jacket will fit on the Punisher a little bit better because that book is a lot bulkier. But as I said, because of the bendy wire, you can literally get these sort of flared out pieces. There's two bits of bendy wire here, if you can't tell. There's one that goes up the seam and then one that comes out for this sort of collary piece on the top. So you can get all of that collary piece all flared out, which is a nice touch. So even though the jacket seems a little bit too big for Blade, you can definitely get it flared out and make it work while he's imposing. And again, on the back of the figure, you can flick that all up. As I said, it all flicks up and get it in some windswept poses if you wanted to. Like he's standing behind a wind machine or something. What's going on? But yeah, this looks good. Let me try it with Punisher. So now we have the Punisher wearing the jacket, and I've actually bent the middle here so you can actually see the skull logo on the chest. But of course you can straighten the jacket up and you can wear it prim and proper. Now it still looks a little bit big on the figure, but again, once you start posing it up, you're not going to be able to tell. So let me just zoom in. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the leather sort of texture on camera, but it is a nice leather material and the seams are so very nice, just like you would get on an actual jacket in the natural places. And they're very clean, very nicely done. Again, even here on the top of the arm, look at that, really nice. And again, the stitching around is really small. And yeah, as soon as you start posing this guy in some dynamic poses, now I don't have any weapons on the table right now, but imagine Punisher's got a nice big chunky gun and he's shooting someone on the night and it's raining and all that grittiness, then this leather jacket's going to look beautiful. So yeah, I definitely think this makes a difference. I think it works better on Punisher than it does Blade, only because the Blade figure is a little bit skinnier than Punisher. And as I said, it's always a little bit awkward to get clothes looking so good on figures at this scale. But I think Cosmic Capes have got it as close as you're going to get it to perfection. This is very well done. Very impressed. So there we have it. 3 action figure upgrades. Special thanks to Cosmic Capes. Of course, I've now upgraded these 3 rock hard Marvel Legend capes and jackets to these more dynamic posables. Definitely going to make a difference to the display and for photography, of course. And I'm sure there's going to be lots of people out there that would appreciate something like this as well. So you know what to do. Go over to cosmiccapes.com. That's cosmic-capes.com and check out their array of capes and accessories for your Marvel Legends and Star Wars figures. And follow them on Instagram as well at cosmic_capes. Special thanks to Danny and Mike for sending these over. Much appreciated. Definitely an upgrade to these 3 figures in my opinion. Very happy about Selena now being able to stand, and the Punisher in his leather jacket is definitely my mind's eye. And then look how regal T'Challa looks there in the middle. Perfect. But as always, people, you let me know what you think in the comments below. All the links, of course, will be in the description of this video as well. And if you want to support what we do over here and want to see more action figure upgrade videos, then you know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you are in a position to support the channel that little bit more, you can contribute by hitting that join button and becoming a channel member. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews, and I will of course see you on the next one.